Hello, I'm Smiley and I haven't vlogged in a while and I don't really have anything interesting to talk about, so I just thought I'd tell everyone how socially awkward I've become over like the last year. It was never really that bad until recently and I don't even know what happened. I just really struggle with human interactions all the time. There's a few reasons why I enjoy going out to clubs as much as I do. I don't really go out that much, but the reason I like going there is because, I mean, if some guy tries to talk to me, I can act like some drunken whore, and then if he's a decent guy, he'll want nothing to do with me. And if he keeps pestering me, I can pretend to go and puke my guts up in the toilet. You know, there's a stage between me being sober and completely shit-faced where I just, like, you know, and puke my guts up in the toilet. But, I mean, you can get me in a stage where it's kind of like, it's good. I can talk to someone, but there's a very fine line between that and whatever else you do when you get really shit-faced. Another reason is because it's really loud, so if I say something really dumb that no one notices, I feel like a fucking idiot. And I go really red when anyone talks to me. You can't notice because it's all like dark, and if it's not dark, there's like just laser lights and it's not enough to, you know, see how bright red my face actually goes. I especially hate it when people comment on my clothes because, I mean, it's really nice. Like, they're like, oh yeah, I really like your top, you know. Like, I don't really enjoy admitting to saying, like, yeah, this top only cost me $5. I'm not trying to be rude. Like, I mean, like, it's nice, but I don't know. Usually when I go out, I wear my Jeffrey Campbell night walks. As you can tell, they don't really have a heel. So a lot of people ask me questions about them. It's nice, like, people compliment me and they're like, oh yeah, they're really nice, and I'm like, yes they are. And then they ask me questions like, oh, how do you walk in them? And it's like, people also compliment me on my tattoos a lot. The one most people comment on are the ones on my legs. I don't mind people like going, oh yeah, your tattoo's really good, you know, who did it? And I'll be like, yeah, you know, this girl, she's really nice, she's really good, blah blah blah. Like, that's fine. But when they're like, oh yeah, does it hurt? And you're like, my pain threshold is going to be different to yours. And how are you meant to describe tattoo pain to someone who doesn't have any tattoos? Another thing I really hate is when people try to sell me stuff, like, in the shopping centre, because I feel really mean saying no even though I don't want it at all. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, it's only $80. And I'm all like, oh yeah, that's like a week's wages to me. Like, go away. If a guy comes up to me and, like, they're just trying to be really seedy and talking to me and they're like, oh, you know, come back to my house, wink. I can't wink without looking like an idiot. Wink, wink. And I'll be like, I don't know what to say. I'll probably just stand there, like, giggling like a fucking hyena, like, you want your penis in me and I don't want that. Wow. Anyway, the point of this video is just to say, if you see me in real life, don't expect some really interesting, deep conversation because it's not going to happen ever. Thank you for wasting your time watching my video, and I hope you have a good day, and feel free to follow me on Twitter, which is @SmileyOmNom, and I'll link you down in the bottom thing. Yeah, okay, bye now.